Good afternoon, Guten Erev Shabbos. In Hebrew we say Gishmei Bracha, that rain is a blessing. When God gives us rain, it's a sign of blessing. And boy, have we been getting blessings lately. I think we are off to the highest record of rain for the beginning of July. Literally, maybe in 1870 was something that competed it, but it's been really rainy, and finally it's stopping to rain as we're getting ready for a very special Shabbos. This Shabbos is special for many reasons. First of all, it's Shabbat Chazak. We finished the book of Numbers, and everyone's going to get up in the shul, and we're going to face the Torah, and everyone's going to say Chazak, Chazak, Venit Chazek. May we be strong. May we be stronger. May we strengthen ourselves. There isn't a better and more opportune time than after all we've been witnessing, that we need that strength and we need that chazak, chazak, benit chazek. But it's also Rosh Chodesh, when we celebrate the new month of Av. Now Av is a sad month, but Rosh Chodesh is still a happy day. And tomorrow we'll be saying the Hallel in Shul and singing and celebrating. And it's also another special thing. It is Aaron, the high priest, Yartzeit. Aaron, the high priest, the Torah tells us in this week's Torah portion, in the second portion of Masai, that Aaron passed away on the top of the mountain on the first day of the month of Av. It's in fact the only Yartzeit that is mentioned in the entire Torah. There is no other Yartzeit mentioned in the Torah. And here, the Torah mentions Aaron's Yartzeit. And the Rebbe in one of his talks asked, why do we mention Aaron's Yartzeit? Out of all the Yartzeit, not Moses, not Abraham, not Isaac, not Jacob, why Aaron's? And besides, we don't mention Aaron's Yartzeit in the time that he passed away, which would have been last week's Torah portion. But we mention it now when they're reminiscing on their travels. Why? And the Rebbe says that Aaron epitomizes love. We say in Pirkei Avot that Aaron was Ohev Shalom v'Rodef Shalom. Aaron loved peace, and not only did he love peace, he pursued peace. Moses represented truth, and Aaron represented peace. Moses represented justice, and Aaron represented love. And the reason why the Torah mentions the only Yartzeit ever is the one of Aaron. And the reason why it's mentioned this week in Parshas Matos Masei and Masei is because usually that's read either at the beginning of the 9 days or right before, at the darkest time of Jewish history, when we commemorate and mourn the destruction of the temple over 1900 years ago. An event that impacts us till today. If you look in our prayer, 3 times a day we say V'tachazena ineinu b'shuv chol, we ask God to return us to Zion. We ask God over Nei Yerushalayim and HaKodesh to build the temple. We ask God as Tzemach David Avdecha to bring in, to usher in the Messianic era. So it's a dark time. Why was the temple destroyed? The temple was destroyed because there was disunity, because of sinas chinam, because of hatred for no reason. Says the Rebbe that's why God tells us when Aaron passed away, the exact date, because it comes at the beginning of the darkest time of our Jewish history. And we know that by a tzaddik, by a righteous person, all their work that they did in their whole life come together on their Yartzeit. That's why we commemorate the Yartzeit, because the Yartzeit is a special day when all the righteous persons, good deeds and the things that the ideals he lived for come together. Says the Rebbe that God in his infinite love, at the darkest of times, when we're beginning to commemorate the 9 days, tells us you should know that today is the Yartzeit of Aaron on the first of Av. And he makes sure to mention it not back in Pinchas when he passed away, but God mentions it, the Torah mentions it now. So it should be read now. So it should remind us that we have the antidote for the destruction of the temple, when there's Jewish unity, when there's Jewish love, when we perpetuate Aaron's yearning for peace, for love amongst the people of Israel, amongst husband and wife, amongst friends, amongst different opinions. Then we have the comfort of Aaron at this darkest time to teach us the unity that will bring to seize this morning and to turn this time of tragedy into a time of joy. There is no time that the Jewish people need unity more than now. Never in the history, I shouldn't say never in the history, but never in time that I can remember have the Jewish people been under such attack. And if we are under attack from outside, we need to strengthen from within inside. I've told you maybe the story before about this father who was dying, and he called his children and he gave each one of his children a stick, and he told them to try to break it on their knee, and each one cracked it. What does dad want? They're wondering, why is he giving us a stick and telling us to break it? And then he gives them each a bundle of sticks, and he asks them to break it, and each one tries, but instead of breaking the sticks, they're breaking their knee, they're busting it. It's a bundle of sticks. And they say, we can't, Dad. What's the point, but? And the father says, this is the message I want to give you, my kinderlach. When you're a lone individual, you can be broken. But when you're together, when you're united, when you're a bundle, no one could break you. That's the message of the time of Av. We've had enough of disunity, enough of hatred, enough of sinas chinam. And now it's time to unite together. The Jewish people, strong, connected, and fight back against those who hate us. I think this Sunday is the day there's a rally, or I think it's this Sunday, the rally in Washington, where people from all over America, Jews and non-Jews, are coming to unite and say no to hate, no to anti-Semitism, no to Jewish hate. And we, as a community, could get together and could show our love to each other in the merit of Aaron's Yartzeit tomorrow, that we should be able to merit that his light should shine upon us and nurture us with love and bring us together. And then God will bless us, as we say in the end of the Amidah, Barcheinu Avinu Kulanu Ki Echad. May God, Barcheinu Avinu, bless us, our Father. When does He bless us? Kulanu Ki Echad, when we're all united. Shabbat Shalom. If you're in town, I strongly suggest you come to Shul tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be raining. We'll be able to celebrate the holiness of Shabbos, the divinity of Rosh Chodesh, the finishing, the culmination of the book of Numbers. Shabbat Shalom. And we take out 2 Torahs tomorrow. God bless you. Good Shabbos.